Going on, your boy O Scruggs, back at it again. Let's talk about it. They have arrested Keefe D, an accomplice, or whatever the word is, with the murder of one Tupac Shakur. Now, the crazy thing about this is Tupac got murdered, in September of 1996? Here we are in September, now October of 2023, and they talking about, well, we now got the story and we know what happened and everything. This is crazy. Like, we been through what happened. I remember hearing back in like 2000 the whole story, and I'm from Philly. I'm not even nowhere near Compton or Vegas. Heard back in 2000 the whole story. We all the footage of the fight at the MGM, that been out forever. I think that came out. I feel like that was one of the first things I ever seen on the internet, to be honest. And that, because I seen that when I was in college, so that had to be like 99, 2000, maybe even 98. And for those of y'all that's too young, weren't live then, or y'all was kids then, like, the internet in 98, 99, 2000 ain't nowhere near like what it is now. It was no YouTube and just clicking on any old, I don't even think Google was around. I think we was using like Netscape. I think that's what we was using back then. And Yahoo, I think that was the two. But anyway, it was nothing like it is now. So even back then, that footage of that MGM Grand fight was already on the internet. It's one of the first, I swear it's one of the first videos I remember seeing on the internet. Then the word, the word that got around, like, I read about it. I think they had something about it in the Source magazine. You had seen like people do interviews about it, like on DVDs. Back when most of the stuff you saw was on DVDs. So it was even DVDs where it was people talking about what had happened, that it was the Southside Crips, and it was over the Baby Lane chain getting snatched, and Keefe D and Orlando was the shooter. Like, this really, even when Keefe D came out over the past few years with these new, basically speaking more openly about it on Vlad and Bomb First and Art of Dialogue, he really didn't say nothing. I say 85% of what he said, like, I had heard all this info 25 years ago, 23 years ago, back in the early 2000s, late 90s. So it's like, and then, that other tape came out of Keefe D, I guess the one where he allegedly, well, not allegedly, where he got the proverb that he thought was going to protect him. Like, that video footage came out, I'm going to say now, about 5, 6 years ago I saw that. So I'm just confused on why is this all of a sudden, oh, now we can arrest him because he's been online talking. Oh, he ain't, man, these spotted landing flies is everywhere, man. Like, they got me, every time I like see something in the corner of my eye, I think is one of them spotted landing flies. Like, these shits is everywhere. But anyway, so I'm just confused. That I usually don't get too big in conspiracy theories, but this is one that does make me think that it's almost like, because everybody and their mama involved in the situation done spoke on. Everybody directly involved, except for the other people that was in the car, because they've been dead for a long time. And maybe even some of them spoke on it, and I just didn't see it. The first guy there on the scene, the cop on the scene that was there when Tupac got shot, Greg Kading, like, all these people have been speaking on this stuff for years. I seen a DVD that covered the whole Tupac thing and the Biggie situation. Man, this had to be 15, 20 years ago. So if all this information been out there, how are y'all just now deciding, oh, it's time to make an arrest? We got all the information we needed. Which makes me think, even though all these stories was getting out there, this is my theory. I mean, I'm just, just what's going on in my head. It's people that's involved with it. I ain't talking about the gangsters, the Crips and Tupac and Suge. It's people at a higher level, mainly probably in law enforcement and maybe even in the government, for some reason had to make sure once this officially got taken to court, that their name and their involvement somehow is removed from the story. You know what I'm saying? Now, the last person, I guess everybody waiting to see what happens, is Puff, P. Diddy. Because, if you've been following the story, allegedly P. Diddy was using, Keefe D and the Southside Crips for protection from Suge Knight. and maybe just protection in general when they was out on the West Coast. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see if somehow Puff gets indicted or has to testify in some type of way, because Keefe D said his name in all types of ways. Um, so, and Von Zip, who apparently, was also part of this, directly and indirectly, who has associations with Diddy. And I'm not even saying it was Diddy is the person that was holding it up, making sure his name get removed from it. I think it's bigger than, if it is, it's bigger than Diddy, it's bigger than Tupac, Suge, Keefe D. So I'm just trying to figure out if law enforcement had to make sure, and government possibly too. Oh, see them damn things? They everywhere. Look at that shit. I do not like them things, man. And they keep telling us, oh, you gotta step on them. Like, I ain't trying to be squashing that shit underneath my foot. Yeah, but I feel like I got to, man, because I can't have this. You see that damn thing? You see it? You see it right there? Them shits is everywhere here in New York. Man, it distracted my whole video. We need somebody to do a drive-by on these shits. So I think it's something bigger at it. I really think law enforcement and possibly even government is the reason why this got held up for so long. They had to make sure, see, this shit is like lurking. They had to make sure that their whole name was absolved from all of this, to make sure once they go to court, they can't be brought up in it. At least not in a way that's going to make them part of the investigation or liable or whatever. So y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to cut this video short because I'm going to kill this bug. Yeah, see, I was going to let them live. There's two of them that keep walking around me, and I wasn't going to bother them. I was like, long as they don't come near me. But this like the third time this shit done creeped up on me. These damn, they keep saying, well, they not dangerous, they don't bite or nothing like that. I don't give a damn. I had one of them shits land on my face, and I couldn't get it off. They will land on you anywhere. Somebody told me the reason why they like landing on like anything moving, like humans or cars, anything that's moving, they like to land on, because that's their way of traveling. Because they fly, but they can't fly long distances. So their way of getting around is just getting attached to some shit that they feel might get them moved to another location quicker than they can. But anyway, that's my theory. I think if there is something bigger behind this, why this arrest or whatever took so long, knowing that all this information been out there, government, police involved with it, and they want to make sure their name is taken out of this, if it was some type of setup or involvement with them having it killed, or if it was just plain and simply just, if they didn't have nothing to do with having them killed, but they was part of the cover-up, like, well, we don't even want this to get solved until, for whatever reason, we out of the picture and we can't be held liable. Even if it's just purely out of some, a civil lawsuit or something, maybe they didn't want to be involved. Who knows? Let me know what you think. Keefe D indicted, arrested. Is he gonna start flapping his gums? And I think if anything, if the next big shooter drop, it's gonna be something either involving Puffy or involving Suge Knight. And they already talked to Suge Knight, and he said he ain't saying nothing. So we'll see. Leave a comment, leave a message. Let me know what you think. Also leave a comment how you feel about these damn spotted lanternflies. Have they reached your part of the world? Because they is everywhere here in New York. I mean, it might be more of them shits in New York than it is people, and there's a lot of people here. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Peace.